The compound had become a battlefield of silence. The tenants, Adiola, Chike, Mama Nkechi, and the newly arrived Tunde and Funke, no longer spoke to Baba Ibeji. Their greetings were dead. They communicated only with their eyes, passing silent messages of unity and warning. Baba Ibeji felt this change like a physical chill. His tenants, his source of nourishment for the great tree, were closing themselves off. He started watching them more closely. He would see them gathered in Adeola's room, their voices a low hum that stopped the moment he walked past. He tried to listen, but their whispers were like smoke, impossible to grasp. Inside Adeola's room, the plans were taking shape. "We need to understand his power," Adeola stated. "We must watch his routine without being seen." Chike, the tech-savvy one, took the first watch. He noted that Baba Ibeji always visited the tree at dawn and dusk, touching its bark and collecting its sap in a small black pot. Their next step was defense. Following an old story, they began using salt. They sprinkled it along their doorsteps and windowsills. That night, the faint scratching of roots under their floors stopped. The tiny pale roots recoiled from the salt as if it were fire. For the first time in months, they all slept peacefully. But this small victory made Baba Ibeji more suspicious. The next morning, he saw the salt lines. He saw the healthy, determined look in his tenants' eyes. He knew they were fighting back. A deep anger began to boil inside him. These ungrateful people were trying to steal the tree's gift of peace. He decided to set a trap. That evening, he pretended to be sick, staying in his room and coughing loudly. He hoped the tenants would let their guard down and speak openly. They didn't. Instead, seeing his weakness as an opportunity, they held their most important meeting yet. "It's not enough to block the roots," Adeola whispered, her voice tight with urgency. "We must find a way to kill its power forever." Mama Nkechi leaned in. "My mother spoke of a thing that makes evil roots wither and die. We need to find it." Tunde and Funke, now fully part of the group, listened intently. They were all in this together. As they plotted in the dim light, they didn't know that Baba Ibeji was now standing just outside his door, listening to the faint murmur of their voices. He couldn't hear the words, but he could feel their rebellion. The silent war was over. A new, more dangerous phase was beginning. The tenants are planning to strike at the heart of the magic. What is the secret weapon that can kill the tree's power? And with Baba Ibeji now listening in the shadows, can they discover it in time? The danger is closer than they think. Find out in Chapter 3.